Hey guys, and welcome to Petrol Ped, and welcome to this week's Midweek 180. Well, as you can see, I am back safely home after my travels of the last couple of weeks, and sadly no swimming pool today, but I'm here with Petrol Pooch, Darcy Bear. She's obviously chilling out today. But anyway, if you've not seen one of these before, this is my midweek update where I give you my news, views and information about upcoming reviews, all filmed in one take. I put 180 seconds in the bottom left hand corner of your screen, and that's it, a very simple format. So without further ado, let's get cracking with this week's Midweek 180. I shall start my timer. Okay, first comment last week was Fraser McLeod. Frasmac, well done mate. Let the battle royale commence. First comment this week and I will give you a shout out next week. Where are you and what you're doing? I had two really good ones. Firstly, Skeptic Frog, brilliant channel name, was in Bangkok, and Humphrey Bradley was in St. Lucia. So there you go, we are stretching across the globe. So where are you right now? And what are you doing? And I will give you a shout out next week. Well, last week's question was all about whether you would prefer a manual or automatic car. And it was a very close call, actually. There was some people that kind of said, actually, depending on the car, they'd have either. But manual got 10 votes, automatic got 11 votes. So pretty close, to be fair. This week's question, along the same lines, I think is probably going to be a bit more cut. This week's question is, if you were to buy a car, would you have front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive? I'd love to kind of see where the balance is between those. And there's no F1 this week, but there's plenty of new car news, and there were really only two cars that I could include in this week's 180. And the first one is this one from Tesla, the new Tesla Roadster. Now, it's got lots and lots of hype. I love this graphic I found. Some of you might have seen this, comparing the Tesla with the Bugatti Chiron. The numbers sound amazing. 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. 0 to 100 in 4.2 seconds. Over 250 miles an hour, all for $200,000. My biggest challenge is Tesla can't actually get the Model 3 built yet, let alone talking about this and the truck. But if stroke when it happens, that thing is going to be properly amazing. And I love also the fact that Tesla announced a truck this week and quoted a 0 to 60 time of 5 seconds for a semi, or an articulated truck, which I thought was brilliant. And then the second car, you know me, how much I love Aston Martin. Look at this. Finally, the covers were lifted this week, just yesterday, in fact, of the new Vantage. I just think it looks absolutely beautiful. Kind of lots of style cues from the DB10 that they did for the James Bond film a couple of years ago. I think it looks beautiful. The stats are pretty good as well. Powered by a 4-litre twin-turbo V8, 503 horsepower, 505 foot-pounds of torque. 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds, 195 miles an hour top end. But it's some really cool stuff. So it was set up by the ex-Lotus handling guru, a guy called Matt Becker. And so therefore it's meant to be a real corking car in terms of driving. It's got an E-diff rather than a standard limited slip diff, so that should be really good for driving too. And it's the power goes through an 8-speed ZF at the moment, but there is going to be a manual coming next year apparently, which will be brilliant. Prices start at £120,000, so I best start saving some pennies in the old piggy bank. Coming to the end now, but very brief heads up. This Friday's video, I spent yesterday actually driving an SLK 55, and the video is exploring a little bit more, following on from my Targa 4S. Oh, I ran out of time. Following on from my Targa 4S and Maserati Gran Turismo review recently, kind of just exploring how much bang you can get for your buck. And this thing was an absolute peach to drive, and the price is amazing. So you need to tune in Friday, 6 o'clock to find out more about that absolute AMG monster. It's a proper loud growly car. That really great fun to drive. So anyway, that brings me to the end of my time. I hope you've enjoyed the film. Remember, which would you prefer? Front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive? And don't forget, tune in on Friday at 6 o'clock to explore how much bang you get for your buck with the SLK 55. But anyway, from me and the Petrol Pooch, I'll see you on the next film, guys. What do you reckon, Das? Yeah, she's not really bothered. I'll see you on the next film, guys. You take care. Drive safe.